Hey friend, I want to talk to you today. Not about what you own or what you lack or what the world says you're missing, but about something deeper, something that shifts how you see your life, something that could change how you carry your pain, your past, and your purpose. Let's talk about Jesus. Not the polished version in stained glass windows, not the Sunday school image holding a lamb, but the real Jesus. The one who walked dusty roads with blistered feet, who cried at tombs, who got tired and yet carried eternity in his breath. And here's what might surprise you. Jesus borrowed everything. Let me say that again. Jesus borrowed everything. He borrowed a manger just to enter this world. The King of Heaven, not born in silk, but in straw. No royal ceremony, no golden cradle, just the raw humility of God choosing to come close. He borrowed a boat to preach to crowds. He didn't show up in a temple with polished floors. He stood on a borrowed vessel, floating on water, speaking into the wind. Because his word didn't need a stage, just hearts ready to hear. He borrowed a colt to ride into Jerusalem. Not a war horse, not a symbol of power, but a lowly, humble animal. Because he didn't come to conquer by force, but to save by surrender. And when it was all done, after the betrayal, after the beating, after the nails and the blood and the silence of Saturday, he borrowed a tomb because he knew he wouldn't need it for long. Now, think about that. The one who holds time in his hands only borrowed death because he was always planning to return it empty. He borrowed everything, and yet, with empty hands, he gave us everything. He gave us grace. He gave us forgiveness. He gave us freedom. He gave us access to the Father. And he didn't own land. He didn't store up riches. He didn't collect titles. And he never told his followers, go and get more stuff. No, he told them to go and give, to go and love, to go and trust. Because freedom doesn't come from owning more. Freedom comes when you need nothing but God. Some of you listening right now, you're exhausted from the chase. You're trying to prove yourself. You're worried you don't have enough. You feel like you're always borrowing strength, borrowing hope, borrowing time. But maybe that's the holy space where Jesus meets you. Maybe he's whispering to your soul right now, you don't need more. You just need me. And that's not weakness, my friend. That's wisdom. That's not lack. That's liberty. Because the moment you stop measuring your life by what you own and start anchoring it in who owns your heart, that's the moment you walk free. Jesus shows us You can be full without being flashy. You can be whole without having wealth. You can walk in power even if the world thinks you are poor. He had nothing in his hands but the world in his heart. And now you, yes you, carry that same spirit. So let me say this to the one who's tired of trying, to the one who feels like you've never measured up, to the one who's worried they'll never have enough to live the life they dream of. You don't need to own everything. You just need to know the one who gave everything. Jesus borrowed a manger to come to you. He borrowed a boat to speak to you. He borrowed a colt to carry your peace. He borrowed a tomb to bury your sin. And he rose again so you could walk free. Let go of the chase. Let go of the fear. And let your heart rest in this truth. He borrowed everything, but gave you everything. Now, live like someone who's already free. God bless you, my friends.